Oh, it's kind of heavy. Oh my god.
I want it.
Welcome to Spice Mate. Today we're grilling a whole fish. I've never made this before, but I thought, how hard could it be? When I grabbed these two pompano from my parents' store, I didn't think to check if they were gutted. Safe to say, if you want to avoid the gory scene of organ removal in your sink, make sure to get gutted fish. Also, grab sharp scissors to cut the tail and the fin so you're not struggling like us. First, we're going to start by scoring our fish. I did 4 straight lines and 4 diagonal lines. I scored the front and the back because I want the fish to absorb as much marinade as possible. Also, keep in mind I'm making 2 pompano for 5 people. Here I'm chopping 3 onions. We'll be blending these onions, so you don't need to cut these onions as small as I have. I didn't realize until I had already cut them, so I wasted my tears for absolutely no reason at all. Make sure to save yours.
What would I use instead?
Squeezing my way through.
That doesn't work the same though.
Taking my way through.
There's no way to change.
Cooking is basic BS. Yes.
Once the onions are chopped like you, I created 3 sections, one for garnishing, one for coconut onion stuffing, and one for a tomato chili marinade. Next, I turn on the stove and use my hand to make sure the pan is hot enough. Once it's ready, I pour in some vegetable oil and get started. Sizzle onions, knob of ginger, and 1 to 2 cloves of garlic. Stir till caramelized.
I just let that caramelize a little bit, right?
Once the onions have started to sweat, put in a handful of cashews.
Fun, but I would rather.
Once everything is nicely caramelized and roasted and your brother comes to annoy you, you're gonna put in a handful of coconut as well.
Are you following the recipe or not? Tell me this.
I am not.
I'm just gonna let you do your thing.
Yes, thank you.
Once it's done, this is how it should look. It's nicely golden and well mixed together. I transfer that to my blender and add in some coriander and fresh mint that I found in my backyard. I set that aside and start working on my tomato chili marinade. Add in your vegetable oil and your second set of onions. Along with the onions, I have 2 knobs of ginger, 4 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna give it a nice stir and add in my seasoning one by one. I season with feel rather than precision, but I'll make sure to add a somewhat accurate description of what I'm adding on the screen. Stir and add water as needed to get it nicely mixed. At this point, I'm going to add in my cherry tomatoes. You can use whatever tomato you like, but I just like the tartness and the sweetness of cherry tomatoes. Add in some water and cook the tomatoes further until they're soft and ready to blend. Once that's ready, take it off of the heat. I blended the coconut onion mix I set aside earlier until it's a rough paste like this. Now we're going to transfer the tomatoes we just cooked into the blender and add in some dried chilies that I soaked in hot water earlier today. These are dried chilies brought in from Bhutan, and if you don't have access to that and you live in the Chambersburg area, be sure to check out Asian Bazaar because they do carry Bhutanese dried chilies in their store, and many other ingredients that I'm using today as well. And if you're not in the Chambersburg area, that's very unfortunate for you, but there are many Indian and Nepali stores that carry dried chilies as well. Once it's blended, you should get a paste like this. Now we're ready to marinate our fish. I'm going to pour in the paste and give the fish a nice massage. Spread the paste around and make sure to get it in the gaps of the scores that we made earlier.
Do you mind doing me a
At this
favor?
point, I'm going to add in some curry leaves and mix that in as well.
What is it called? Lemon into slices, like circular slices. Lemon, lime, whichever one.
We're going to grab the coconut onion paste that we made earlier and add 2 spoonfuls in the fish's stomach area. I don't know how to say that, better. Once it's done, squeeze some lemon over it and let it marinate for about 2 hours. I didn't do that because I didn't have time, but you should. I'm using my trusty cast iron instead of a grill because, well, quite frankly, I don't know how to use one. I'm adding some lemon slices and curry leaves on top of the fish for extra flavor. I was a little paranoid about the fish not cooking, so I covered it with a lid. I cooked it on both sides, and once it's done, it should look like this, I think. I paired the fish with salad and cilantro lemon rice, as well as some homemade mango achar that my mom made. And that's all. It tasted pretty good.